Now I'd like to talk about setting up a BitBucket account. Once you decide you want to use Git, there are a few free services that you can sign up for, such that anybody on your team can share and send files to each other. I chose BitBucket because, first of all, it's very simple to set up, and it's also free. So simply go to www.bitbucket.com, and we can create a new account together. Only one person on your team must set up the actual project. All the other people just need to create an account so that they can be linked together. I'll simply use my russell@skeleton-crew.co.jp email address. Also, just click continue. I'll insert my information, give myself a password that I'll need to remember later when I use Git. Click my little I'm not a robot button, and then continue. Of course, since it has to verify my email, let me grab my email window from across the monitor here. If you notice, I already have my email from Atlassian. Ask me to please verify my email. I'll go in here, just click my verify my email address button. And I'm all ready to go. I'll now give myself a username. You can use whatever you'd like. Obviously, it must be something unique. I'll just use Russell_SCS, just because that's easy to remember as well. From here on, I can continue. What I'm going to do is, since I do work on a team, one person on your team will either have to create a repository or have to create a team. It's easiest if you create a team now with one person. In the future, people won't have to create a team or a repository. They'll only have to download the code. What I'm going to do is create a team, give myself a team name. We'll call it Skeleton Crew Indie. Make sure the team name and the team ID are something I can easily remember because I'll be using these later. If I want to add team members here, I just have to add their email addresses. They don't need accounts at BitBucket yet. So if I want to add Murakami-san, I just add Murakami@skeleton-crew.co, click add, and he will receive an email address. He can also become the administrator of this account if he'd like to be. I find that very convenient so that if there's any problems, somebody can unlock, manage files, even though you're not there. Once you're happy, hit create. You'll notice that it creates a team page for you, but we still have to create a repository. So what we're going to do is create my first repo by clicking this button here. And it takes you to the create a new repository page. A repository is a set of files that people can download and upload into. So first we'll give it a project name now. I just call it my game, and also give it a repository name. If you keep this as a private repository, only people with the password can get in, which I find very convenient. I don't want to put my files out online, especially if it's a project I'm going to sell. So there's no advanced settings we need to worry about today. We're going to click Create Repository, and that'll send me to the repository page. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done with the BitBucket work here, but what I will do is copy the URL that it gives me so that I can download stuff from TortoiseGit that I recently installed. So copy that, go somewhere on your desktop, and we're going to pull the repository that we just created. Create a new folder somewhere. You can call it whatever you'd like. I'll just call it my project folder for now. And as long as you have TortoiseGit installed, all I need to do is git clone that repository. You'll notice the URL is already inserted with my username, my information. Just hit OK here. It'll ask me for my credentials. This is the email address you recently used, as well as the password that you used. Hit OK, and you'll notice TortoiseGit says success. That means everything was done correctly. So now we have a repository, and we have a repository downloaded onto our computer. What I'm going to do is add a file into this folder. It's not the root folder, by the way, it's inside this folder. Notice that it's called my game. Actually, just rename it here to make it easier. Inside here, I'm going to create a new file that I'm going to push so that other people can download it. I'll just call it test document. I'm also going to give test document some data. This is my test document. And then we're good to go. So if I right click in the folder, if I open TortoiseGit, I have a few options here. But we're not going to use any of the ones inside TortoiseGit. We're just going to git commit master. If you notice, a window comes up that is our non-version file test document.txt. Every time I commit, I must add a test message. So for instance, this is my test document upload. That all looks good. I've clicked the file and then I will commit it. Committing it does not upload it to the server. It only tells Git that I'm done working on this. So I also must push the file to BitBucket. All I had to do was click the push button, success.